Agencies continue to coordinate statewide resources, this in an effort to meet the needs of Oregonians.
This is the third triple-digit heat wave this summer after a record-breaking heat wave in June. The Oregon Office of Emergency Management has learned a few things since then. So Andrew Phelps is the director there, and he joins us now live this morning with some more. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Travis. Good morning, Jenny.
So what did you learn from June's heat wave, and what can we take from that and apply to what we're about to experience here?
I think one of the most important takeaways, we had never experienced heat like that in the Pacific Northwest, and it's that heat is deadly, and we all have to take that seriously. There are a lot of things every Oregonian can do to try to stay cool, to try to help their neighbors or those that are more vulnerable or at risk in their community stay cool. And it's going to take much more than just a government response, a local response, or a state response. It requires that whole community coming together, the support of nonprofit organizations to protect our communities during these weather events that are becoming much more frequent.
Yeah, I think to your point, I think we were used to gearing up for cold weather, and this hot weather is something that we're now dealing with in Oregon. How is the state working with local municipalities to, try to prevent what we saw in the last heat wave?
Well, a lot of times in emergencies, it's a public information event, right? We need to make sure that folks have the information they need to make decisions to protect themselves and their families. In this case, it's communicating where folks can go to get cool, whether it's a library or another cooling center that might be established, going to those splash pads that we have around our communities, or taking action to check on your neighbor. And sometimes it's more than just checking on them, it's physically going and knocking on the door and saying, hey, what can I do to help you? I know you don't have air conditioning, or I know you don't have a transportation option to get to a cooling center. Here's some bottled water. Getting them to a cooler place can make all the difference during an excessive heat wave like what we're experiencing today. And also understanding too that if you're not feeling well, if you're feeling those signs of heat-related illness, don't wait. Call 911. Get yourself to medical attention, because heat can become very serious and problematic very, very quickly.
Yeah, good advice. And so how can anyone find out where these cooling centers are? If they don't have internet, they don't have power, what are the best resources for them to find a way to get to a cooling center and to figure out where they are?
Well, we at the state level continue to partner with 211. It's actually a nonprofit organization that supports a lot of public service and public information needs, especially during emergencies. You can call 211, you can send a text to 211. You can also call your local government. Many of them have hotlines or folks on hand to answer calls about heat-related illness and what types of resources are available in individual communities. But 211 is a really great statewide resource. They've got good information on their website if you do have access to that. If not, there's an app you can download for your smartphone. And you can also, like I said, call the 211 number anywhere in the state, or you can send a text to the letters TXT 211 or 898-211 with your zip code, and they can provide information directly to you that way.
Now, yeah, speaking of 211, that was a big issue for several of our viewers. It wasn't staffed the last time. There wasn't information for people outside of Multnomah County. How have those issues been addressed?
Yeah, the Oregon Department of Human Services, when we became made aware of that problem, our partners at Oregon DHS really made sure that they were addressing that issue and ensuring that we have staffing through 211 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the rest of fire season, which is not something we've done before. And then when we're experiencing excessive heat events like what we're going through right now, and again, not just in the Portland metro, but really statewide, that they have extra call takers on hand to address those heat-related questions that may come up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as we're under these excessive heat watches in the mornings.
Yeah, third big heat wave of the summer, so absolutely important, and I don't see this trend ending anytime soon with these summer heat waves. Andrew Phelps, Director for the Oregon Office of Emergency Management, thank you so much for joining us this morning, those important tidbits.
Jenny, Travis, thanks for having me.
Well, in Clackamas County, its first 24-hour cooling center will open today at noon. That is at 150 Beaver Creek Road in Oregon City. Azor Lutheran Church in Canby is running its own cooling center. It also opens at noon, then it closes when the temperature gets below 85 degrees. Pets on a leash are allowed at the church.
And in Beaverton, cooling centers will be open tonight at both city libraries through Saturday. So today and Friday, they'll be open as late as 10 o'clock at night. They do have Wi-Fi, water, and restrooms for anyone who needs to keep cool, and masks are required. So we do have all the latest of the cooling center locations, along with how you can stay safe during the heat wave. That is on our website, KOIN.com.
AM Extra and KOIN 6 are your back-to-school headquarters.